G20 presidency of Indonesia comes in the high of the COVID-19 pandemics and also the world crisis between Russia and Ukraine. What do you think about this, and do it has the impact for the result of the G20 presidency of Indonesia and also the impact for the economic of Indonesia?
Of course, this is a very tough or a very difficult situation at this moment because at a time when the world desperately needs a global cooperation, the geopolitical tension, the pandemic are making it more difficult to get an agreement or consensus. But it seems to me that there are several issues that can continue to be discussed, yeah, as long as these issues are universally shared by many countries. So, for example, I do believe that many countries all over the world needs to discuss about the climate change issue, which is really a big issue in the future, and also the issue like health issues. Don't forget that at the last G20 meeting, Indonesia as a host was able to produce the consensus regarding the finance health task force, which is very important. So my point is, I do understand that the geopolitical tension, the situation in Ukraine, the pandemic really affect and makes the G20 not easy to reach the consensus or make a communique. But as long as we can select some of the issues that universally share, I do believe that Indonesia as a host, as a president, can give a contribution to the global economic situation.
So what's actually the impact in economic side for the low income of the G20 countries members from the G20 presidency of Indonesia?
Well, one thing that is being discussed under G20 is the issue of the debt distress. Perhaps all of us are aware that because of the pandemic, many low-income countries or even middle-income countries, they need to increase their fiscal deficit. The implication of it is the burden of debt to GDP will increase. For some middle-income countries and advanced economies, they probably have the capacity to pay their debt. But the problem is what about the low-income countries, some countries in Africa? So the issue of the common framework to address the debt distress become very important. The second one, I mentioned about the importance of this finance and health task force. The health issues become a very important issue because many people always see that health is a burden because we need to spend a lot of money for that. But in a way, we saw what happened during the pandemic, that health is an investment because when the health system collapsed, because of the pandemic, then the economy collapsed. So the decision already made regarding the finance and health, I think this is something that very important and very crucial for the future. Yeah, and this is so very useful, very important for developing countries, especially the low-income countries, who doesn't have the capacity for the spending on health. Yeah. So this is just two examples.
So could you explain in a brief about your opinion in regards with the future if the pandemics hit the world and Indonesia especially in the economic side?
Could you repeat your question again about that?
Okay, so could you explain in a brief what if in the future the pandemic will happen again, especially in the economic side of Indonesia, how to prevent that?
Well, this is exactly what have been discussed in the last G20 meeting in Washington, D.C. and also in Bali a couple months ago. The world needs the so-called pandemic prevention, prepared, and response. That's the reason why the G20 established the Finance and Health Task Force. The idea is to try to get the source of funding that can be allocated for the preparation for facing the pandemic in the future. So that's the first step on the at the global level, or the local on the domestic level. I think one of the important issues that we learned from the pandemic is we probably need to spend more spending on the health issue. And one of the most important thing is to change the behavior about the habit, because I do believe that prevention is much more important than the curative. Yeah, so that is why that's several things that probably the governments can prepare. The economic sides is just the implication. If we can prevent this to happen, then I do believe that the impact to the economy will be minimal.